Welcome to the Beacon, and thanks for joining us today. The Dogo Argentino is a large, white, muscular dog that's bred to hunt big game like wild boars and pumas. It is a tremendously powerful dog with a dual personality. Join us as we look at this fearless dog in action. The Dogo Argentino was developed to be a pack hunting dog capable of pursuing and killing large wildlife such as pumas and wild boars. Watch how this dogo grabs a puma and drags him down the mountain as if it were a domestic cat. But this is a puma we're talking about, the apex predator in these parts. We can see that this Dogo Argentino doesn't like the attitude of this black dog, and a fight almost breaks out between the two. But the vigilant owners pull the dogs apart from each other just in time to prevent a full-scale fight breaking out. Dogo Argentinos can be seen chasing wild boars in this video, along with other dogs in the pack. The Dogo Argentino seen in this footage is apparently only 9 months old. The female dogo in this video, named Kitty, is 3 years old and she's already an experienced dog. When it comes to hog hunting, she has already taken down more than 100 hogs. In this video, a fearless dogo fights a massive wild boar. I'm not sure if this single dogo is going to be able to take down such a massive boar. A few dogs, including a Dogo Argentino, can be seen chasing down a small wild boar in the open field. The footage cuts off as the dogs look to catch up with the boar. We don't know what happened after that, but my guess is it wasn't a good day for the boar. Boar hunting with dogs seems to be a national pastime in many countries. Here is something I didn't quite expect to see. This black cat scares a dogo and chases it away. This clearly is a timid dogo. Nothing like the ones we've seen in the previous videos, and probably just kept as a house pet. These two dogs have an intense stare-off, but their responsible owners hold onto their leashes tightly, and this prevents a huge fight breaking out. They really don't seem to like each other. When this Dogo Argentino spots a male lion in his cage, he gets aggressive and threatens the big cat. It's lucky for him that the lion can't get out of the cage. Little does he realize that he would be torn to pieces if that lion ever got out. It doesn't really matter how tough this dogo is. He is no match at all for a lion, let alone a male lion. Here, we see a dog chasing a raccoon on his property, but the raccoon is giving the dog a run for his money, desperately trying to get away from the chasing dog, and they end up battling it out in the open field. In this video, a Dogo Argentino barks at a Kangal standing in an enclosure. I wouldn't bet any money on the dogo against a Kangal. Kangals are generally bigger and stronger, but in the canine world, gameness also counts and anything can happen. Here, we see a young Kangal pup meeting an adult Dogo Argentino for the first time. Both dogs wag their tails and consider each other before the Kangal backs away and shows the dogo some respect. They decide that they can be friends and everything returns to normal. Here we see a Dogo Argentino and a Cane Corso, two big and powerful dogs playing around in the yard. The Cane Corso is still a puppy, and he's in a really playful mood. He runs around the dogo playfully to taunt him into boisterous play, and both dogs have a blast while their owner films them. Here we see something that begins as a game quickly turn into a vicious fight when this dogo goes ballistic on the Cane Corso in this footage. It can be dangerous when two big dogs do battle for the same prize before one of them wins, taking it away from the other. A bull mastiff gives a dogo a few friendly bites on the neck, while the dogo moves away from him. Of course, these two dogs are friends and are just playing around with each other. These two dogs are hanging out at the beach, annoying each other in a playful manner while a female bull mastiff watches them before she jumps into the mix and the friendly trio plays a game of tag. What could be more invigorating than running at the beach for the entire day? These two dogs are having a blast as they run along the beach, splashing in and out of the water in this video. This Dogo Argentino takes on a goat. The goat's not having any of it, but it's more of a friendly battle than anything else. The dogo is trying to intimidate and grab the goat, but the goat isn't a pushover and it stands its ground, preventing the dogo from getting to it. As we continue with our footage of the dogo versus goat altercation, we can see that it seems slightly more intense now, even though it still seems like a playful altercation, at least for the dogo, even if the goat isn't seeing it that way. The dogo continues to pester and chase the goat around as it tries to gain the edge over the goat, and the standoff continues. In this footage, a Dogo Argentino can be seen harassing and attacking a large cow, biting at its neck while the cow tries to get away from it. What we have here is a case of an aggressive and territorial cow which is preventing the owner from approaching the other cows. So the owner sends in his dogo to make the cow understand who's in charge by establishing a hierarchy between himself and the overly territorial cow. The dogo eventually prevails and gets the cow to lie down on the ground, and that's when the video ends. In this video, a man and his dogos are on a wild hunt after a wild hog in the woods. The hog has no chance of escaping as the dogs corner him before attacking. According to the owner of the dogs, they did amazing considering they walked around with cut vests on a hot and humid night for the long haul and still managed to track and run down the wild hog in a dark forest. When a few stray dogs harass a lone dogo wandering around the neighborhood, the dogo teaches the dogs a lesson and challenges every single one of them as they each take turns at him. He tells them that he's the new sheriff in town and that they better listen to him if they don't want a problem. Pumas are extremely powerful animals that attack in a variety of ways. They prefer to ambush their prey before striking with a single bite to the neck or head. If that doesn't work, they'll bite and claw their victim with 400 pounds of force and 2-inch-long canine fangs. Overall, a puma's strike is quite powerful, but it works best when the combat is short-lived and over soon. The Dogo Argentino may have a stronger bite than a puma, but it has no other means of inflicting injury, while the big cat also has massive paws with deadly claws. The people who filmed this video claim this dogo is fighting a wolf, but we're not sure. It's difficult to see the other animal clearly, but it could be a husky or wolf hybrid. The Dogo Argentino is a very active dog that requires a task which can range from being on the leash as an active running companion to its traditional role as a fighting or hunting dog, or a home or homestead guardian dog. He will not be content to sit about and do nothing because the dogo has a strong prey drive, a strong protective instinct, and a fearsome territorial temperament. He requires plenty of space and a strong tall fence to keep him happy on his own property. The Jack Russell is a small, spunky breed known for its active, friendly, and playful personality. Because he is a baying terrier, the Jack Russell can be very vocal. However, these dogs are alert and make good watchdogs. The breed is naturally assertive and maybe even aggressive. They may not tolerate young children or other animals in the home. They especially can be aggressive toward other dogs and must be socialized early as puppies if they are to share a home with other domineering or aggressive breeds. Here we see a Jack Russell overstepping its boundaries with a Dogo Argentino who takes offense and decides to teach the Jack Russell a stern lesson. The owners had to react quickly to step in and break up the fight as it was obvious that the Jack Russell was in way over its head, coming to blows with a Dogo Argentino and could easily have ended up being killed by the dogo. A Dogo Argentino must be socialized from a very early age and throughout its life, by visiting puppy kindergarten, visiting friends and neighbors, and out to shops and walks so he can learn to distinguish between what is normal and what is genuinely dangerous. In the 1920s, Antonio Noers Martinez, a young student of Cordoba in central Argentina, set out with his brother Agustín Noers Martinez to create a new breed of fighting and big game hunting dog. He sought to design a big game hound with the qualities to enable it excel in his own country's rugged geography, which included mountains, harsh plains, and gorgeous lake areas. Starting with the extinct fighting dog of Cordoba, a mix of Mastiff, Bulldog, Bull Terrier, and Boxer, he then added other breeds to enhance height, scenting ability, speed hunting instinct, and sociability. He envisioned a dog that was multifunctional, capable of hunting big animals, especially wild boar, controlling pests, and guarding property and land. These two dogos in this video are trying to bite another dog, but it appears that it's the other dog that manages to bite and hang on to one of the dogo's face. It's a bloody battle, and the people in the video are not able to separate the dogs. When a Dogo Argentino spots a snake on a deck, he handles the situation and destroys the reptile. Now we're not sure if this is a venomous snake, and neither does the dog, but he still takes care of business. Dogos are now involved in a wider variety of activities other than just hunting or fighting. They've worked as military and police dogs, guide dogs, therapy dogs, and search and rescue dogs due to their intelligence and array of abilities and general durability. It is very important to note that Dogo Argentinos are prey-driven, and anyone who owns such a dog must be aware that snakes can be very dangerous if venomous. The snake in this video was a harmless black snake, but if it had been a venomous snake like a king cobra, black mamba, a rattlesnake, or a venomous viper, the dog would have been in serious danger. In this footage, a leopard can be seen sneaking up on a dogo, but just when he's about to put his paw on the dog, the dogo spots it and confronts the big cat, chasing him away. We can see the dogo run the other way afterwards. When a dogo spots a coyote in a residential neighborhood, he immediately chases after the animal and almost catches up to it. But the video ends, and we don't see the outcome. The dogo will jump into action if there is ever a threat. Despite its devotion to its human family, the dogo has a very strong prey drive and so should be kept apart from cats, small dogs, and other small animals like coyotes, just like in this video, unless he has been raised with them, and even then, supervision is recommended. A poor lizard is beaten up and killed by a dogo, with another smaller dog by his side. Once the lizard is dead, the dogo drops it on the ground, and we can see the serious wounds the dog inflicted on the reptile to kill it. These two dogs are playing, but the other dog is no pushover. It is a Tosa Inu, a large dog breed that can take care of itself. The Tosa in this case is a female, so the dogo is probably interested in going on a date with her, and she's playing hard to get. These two dogos and another large dog converge at some sort of outdoor dog show. All the dog owners hold on tight to their dogs' leashes, so none of the dogs can reach and attack the others. This man owns a dogo and a kangal, and he's trying to have a little fun with both dogs. The kangal is quite young, but the dogo is full-grown. More dogs hang around the perimeter as the man holds a bait up for the dogo to jump and try and catch. When he does, he gets a reward. The Dogo Argentino is an impressive dog, and the way it handled some of those pumas in this video was extremely impressive indeed. Leave your comments and let us know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a like and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you next time.